Imagine this. What if the key to transforming your life isn't some massive overhaul, but a series of small, barely noticeable changes that compound over time? Tiny habits that, like atomic particles, are small yet incredibly powerful when combined. That's the premise of James Clear's groundbreaking book Atomic Habits. And today, we're diving deep into why this book has become a global sensation. If you've ever struggled to stick to your goals or break bad habits, you're in for a treat, because this might just be the most practical and life-changing book you'll ever read. Before we get into the meat of the book, let's talk about James Clear and how Atomic Habits came to be. Released in 2018, this book quickly became a bestseller, selling over 10 million copies worldwide. Clear's writing is based on years of research in psychology, neuroscience, and behavioral science. But what makes this book stand out is its simplicity and practicality. Clear himself has a fascinating backstory. After a traumatic brain injury in high school, he rebuilt his life by focusing on small, incremental improvements. His journey laid the foundation for the principles in Atomic Habits. Now, let's break down the core themes of the book, starting with the idea of the power of small habits. Clear argues that massive success doesn't come from massive action. It comes from making tiny changes consistently. He calls this the 1% rule. If you improve by just 1% every day, those gains compound over time, leading to extraordinary results. Think about it. 1% might not seem like much today, but over a year, it adds up to being 37 times better. The book introduces the concept of the habit loop, which consists of 4 stages: cue, craving, response, and reward. This loop explains how habits form and how they can be changed. For example, let's say you have a habit of eating junk food when you're stressed. The cue is stress, the craving is relief, the response is eating chips or chocolate, and the reward is feeling comforted. Understanding this loop is the first step to breaking bad habits and building good ones. Clear provides a framework called the 4 laws of behavior change, which are: make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, make it satisfying. Let's unpack these. The first law, make it obvious, is about designing your environment to support your habits. For example, if you want to read more, leave a book on your pillow or your desk. This way, the cue is impossible to miss. Have you ever tried this? What's one way you could tweak your environment to encourage a good habit? The second law, make it attractive, is all about linking habits to things you enjoy. Clear suggests something called habit stacking. Pair a habit you want to build with something you already do. For example, if you want to start meditating, do it right after brushing your teeth. That's habit stacking in action. What's a habit you'd like to stack with something you already do? The third law, make it easy, emphasizes reducing friction. The easier a habit is, the more likely you are to stick with it. For example, if you want to exercise, lay out your workout clothes the night before. Clear calls this the 2-minute rule. Start small by doing an action that takes less than 2 minutes. Want to start running? Just put on your running shoes. Want to read more? Read 1 page. Once you've started, momentum takes over. The fourth law, make it satisfying, is about immediate rewards. Clear explains that our brains are wired to prioritize instant gratification. So finding a way to reward yourself in the moment is key. For example, if you're saving money, you might track your progress visually to get that immediate sense of accomplishment. Now, let's talk about why bad habits are so hard to break. Clear explains that bad habits often have immediate rewards, but long-term consequences. For instance, scrolling on your phone feels good in the moment, but leads to wasted time. The solution? Invert the 4 laws. Make bad habits invisible, unattractive, difficult, and unsatisfying. For example, if you want to stop checking social media, delete the app from your phone. One of the most powerful ideas in Atomic Habits is the concept of identity-based habits. Clear argues that the key to lasting change isn't focusing on what you want to achieve, but on who you want to become. For example, instead of saying, "I want to run a marathon," say, "I'm a runner." This subtle shift helps align your habits with your identity. Who do you want to become? Another standout concept is the plateau of latent potential. Clear explains that progress often feels slow because the most significant changes are happening beneath the surface. Imagine an ice cube slowly warming from 26 to 31 degrees. Nothing happens until it hits 32 and then it starts to melt. Your habits work the same way. Trust the process, even when you don't see immediate results. Have you ever experienced a breakthrough after months of effort? The book's practical advice is complemented by Clear's use of vivid examples and stories. He talks about Olympic athletes, business leaders, and everyday people who've used these principles to achieve incredible things. For example, he shares the story of the British cycling team, which went from mediocrity to dominating the sport by focusing on tiny, incremental improvements in every area. These marginal gains compounded into extraordinary success. What's one small improvement you could make today that might lead to big results over time? Now, let's discuss why Atomic Habits has resonated with so many readers. One reason is its universal appeal. Whether you're trying to improve your health, career, relationships, or personal growth, the principles in this book apply. Another reason is its practicality. Clear doesn't just tell you what to do, he shows you how to do it, step by step. And perhaps most importantly, the book is empowering. It reminds us that we don't need to rely on willpower or massive action to create change. We just need to focus on getting 1% better every day. Let me share a personal story. When I first read Atomic Habits, I was overwhelmed with goals I couldn't seem to achieve. I decided to start small. One habit I built was journaling for just 10 minutes every night. It seemed insignificant at first, but over time it became a cornerstone of my day. That small habit helped me gain clarity, stay focused, and build momentum for other habits. Have you ever started small and seen it snowball into something bigger? I'd love to hear your experience. Before we wrap up, let's summarize some actionable takeaways from the book. First, focus on the system, not the goal. Goals are the result. Systems are what get you there. Second, use the 4 laws of behavior change to build good habits and break bad ones. Make it obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. Third, embrace identity-based habits. Ask yourself, who do I want to become? And align your actions with that identity. Fourth, be patient. Remember the plateau of latent potential. Trust the process even when progress feels slow. Fifth, start small. Apply the 2-minute rule to make habits easy to start and build momentum. Finally, track your habits. Visualizing progress can be incredibly motivating and helps you stay consistent. Now, here's my challenge to you. Pick one habit you want to build or break and apply the principles from Atomic Habits this week. Share your plan in the comments, and let's hold each other accountable. If you found this video helpful, share it with someone who's looking to make positive changes in their life. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more in-depth book reviews and practical insights to help you level up your life. Your support means the world to me, and I can't wait to hear how Atomic Habits has impacted you. So, there you have it, Atomic Habits by James Clear. A book that proves small changes can lead to big transformations. Remember, habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. Start small, stay consistent, and watch your life transform. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay curious, stay committed, and keep building the habits that shape your future.